Hi, my name's Scott from Barnsley in South Yorkshire. I've done many other videos like PS3 consoles, Xbox 360, Nintendo DS Lite, advice on gambling, many other videos. I've got over 15 videos on YouTube. Today we're talking about mobile phones, which is another subject of mobile phones. Today we're talking about Nokia Lumia, which is Microsoft phones. Basically today Microsoft phones are quite good, but if you get them water damaged they can cost you quite a fair bit of money, and these phones can be used for long periods of time, but saying that the battery life on them is not very great. They go down pretty fast. I've currently got a Microsoft phone with me which is not working. It's actually water damaged, so it doesn't come on, apart from the fact that when you press the on button it vibrates, which is the motherboard. It vibrates to tell you that it's coming on, but no screen comes up because the screen's obviously water damaged with beer. A friend of mine put beer on it by accident, spilt beer on it. But yeah, basically Microsoft phones, they are good phones in general. If you're getting one, then yeah, they are good. It's just the battery life isn't very good on them. I mean, you can charge it up, which is to the full max, which would be 100% obviously. When it is fully charged, if you're using it constantly, it can last a full day. If you're on YouTube or Amazon or eBay or just browsing. If you're browsing, it doesn't take much battery life up, but if you're on YouTube, it does eat your battery quite a lot, if I'm totally honest. It can eat your battery up pretty fast, and it can last like 5 or 6 hours and then it'll die out on you with Microsoft phones. But that's just Microsoft for you, that's their phones, that's how they are. Same for iPhones, which is what I'm currently filming myself on now. I've got an iPhone, I've just charged it up and it's on 98%, and it's been on like that for the last hour. So it's took 3 hours to charge it, nearly 3 hours to charge my iPhone up. My phone's an iPhone 4S, which is not a bad phone really. They are still good phones, and they do what they need to do. You know, they've got a good thing on them, good iOS software and all that sort of thing on them. That's my iPhone 4S that I'm filming myself on now for YouTube. But this phone I'm going to show you, which is a Microsoft phone, that's Microsoft. As you can see there, Microsoft phone. You can see clearly. And then that's the back of it. And that's the side. And then that's the other side. And it's basically water damaged, so it's no good to anyone. It's just water damaged, and unfortunately the phone is it's repairable, but it's going to cost a fair bit of money. So that's the phone itself, and it's just not going to come on. It just vibrates, and then that's the end of it. So that's the Microsoft phone that I've just showed you, which is water damaged. It's not very good. It needs repairing, and it's going to cost me around £25 to £30 to have a new screen put on it, which is not cheap for a Microsoft phone, because you can pick them up for like 25–30 quid anyway, working condition. So it just depends really on you know, whether you think it's worth it. I mean, Microsoft phones, they are good phones in general. It's just the battery life on them doesn't last very long when you're eating away at YouTube and stuff like that. But in general, Microsoft phones, they're not bad phones. You know, they are a cheaper brand, but they're good for what they are, if you know what I mean. They do what they're meant to do, and that's what they're there for. I mean, they are if you don't like in cash generator or cash converters, you can pick them up for around anywhere from like 20 quid to 50 quid, depending on which one it is. Like, so, because there's different Microsoft phones out there. There's the Microsoft Lumia 920, there's the Microsoft Lumia 820, 825, Nokia Lumia 620, Nokia Lumia 630. Nokia Lumia 615, and these are all different versions of the phones. They're all like different models of what Microsoft have released over the last like 5 years. So they are pretty good phones, and you know, I mean, I used to work in a shop called CEX, which is a game shop, many years ago when I was 18, and I'm now 27. So over 5 years ago, well over 5 years ago, and I worked in there repairing phones, repairing consoles, repairing all sorts, and you know, like doing like checks on phones and make sure they're all in full working order, make sure they're all good, and make sure that they weren't damaged or broken, make sure there was no faults on them, that sort of thing. That's what my job was, to make sure that they were all working fully and that they were repaired properly. And if we couldn't repair them, the shop themselves would send it off for repair to the manufacturer or to a cheap company that'd do it cheaper, and then they'd obviously repair the faults that are on the phone or on the console, depending on what it was that was faulty, which would obviously we would then have to pay for that repair, because obviously the customer wouldn't have to pay for it because it's under warranty with CEX. So obviously, if you do buy anything from CEX, you are guaranteed under their warranty. So if it breaks on you and it needs repairing and they can't repair it in CEX and in the shop themselves, or send it off for repair, and you won't get charged a penny, and it could come back to you within a month. It can take anywhere from up to a week up to 5 weeks. So it depends on the phone really, and depending on or the console or the laptop, because CEX sell laptops, games consoles, mobile phones, games, DVDs, iPods, MP3 players, laptops, computers, all sorts. Basically, it's basically a number one shop which sells a lot of stuff. And I mean, they can be a bit pricey at times. You know, some stuff can be expensive in there in CEX, but other than that, they are pretty good stuff that's in there. I mean, some stuff's cheap and some stuff's expensive, depending on what you're looking at. Like iPods, they're around £80–90 for a 160GB iPod, Apple iPod Classic. iPod Shuffle, they're about £15–20 second hand in CEX. Laptops, they can range from anywhere from £150 up to £500. CEX also sell hard drives, cooling fans, USB sticks, memory cards, for your mobile phones and all your devices. They sell tablets, laptops, and yeah, they sell various things basically. But yeah, CEX is a very good shop. It's not a bad shop at all. It's got some good stuff in there really. So I'd highly recommend it. If you go to Cash Converters, they are good as well, and they are a little bit cheaper. But you know, depends on what you're going for. If you're buying, Cash Converters, you can get a laptop in there for anywhere from cheapest say, from anywhere from £70 up to £200, depending on what laptop it is and depending on what condition it's in. It all varies on what gig of RAM it is, the hardware that's on it, the software that's on it, whether it's Windows 8, Windows 10, Windows Vista, Windows 2000, Windows 98. It all varies, you know. I mean, no matter what laptop you go for or mobile phone, they all have different software on them, and it just depends on how good they are. Obviously, the older the product is, then the older the software is going to be on it, but you can upgrade the software. Now with Microsoft phones, which I was talking about previously, which is that one again, you can jailbreak it, which is illegal, which I shouldn't be telling you this, but I'm going to tell you. You can jailbreak these phones, but if you jailbreak it and you get found to be doing it, Microsoft they will sue you big time, and they will do you for it. So if you're going to do it discreetly, and do not let anyone find out that you've done it, because it will put you in a lot of shit, and you will get a massive fine, and you might even face a prison sentence. That's just my advice to you. So if you are going to do it, then do it discreetly. Because I shouldn't really tell you this, but you know, that's your choice. But same for PS3 consoles, PS3s and PS2s, you can also jailbreak them as well. Now, what I mean by jailbreak it means basically that you're changing the software that's on it and you're upgrading it with illegal software that can do all sorts of stuff, and you can get them to play copied discs, like copied games that are illegal, that have been illegally made and stuff like that. So, with the Nokia Lumia or Microsoft phones, you can jailbreak them as well, which basically removes the old software that's on it and puts better software that's on it, which is not currently supported by them, which is not supported at all by them, in fact. So if you do want to download software onto them that's illegal, then that's your choice. I'm not going to say yeah or no to you. That's your choice whether you do that or not, but I'm not going to advise you. I'm just going to say to you that it's your choice, and if you do that, that's your choice basically. I can't go any further with it. So. But at the end of the day, you can jailbreak these things. You can jailbreak consoles, you can jailbreak mobile phones, you can jailbreak laptops as well, funnily enough. But laptops are very, very difficult to jailbreak, and if you do jailbreak them, you've got to be very, very, knowing what you're doing. You've got to have your wits about you, and you've got to really know how to do it properly, because it's very, very difficult on laptops in particular. Mobile phones can be easy, depending on what phones they are. Your iPhones, they're hard to jailbreak unless you've got the correct stuff for them and to do it properly. PS3s, again, they're quite easy to do, but, I wouldn't recommend it, because if you jailbreak it means you can't change the software. Once you put that software on, you can't change it back to the original software that was already on it originally when you first bought it from Sony. So, if you do that, just be aware that you can't change it once you've done it. Same for mobile phones. If you do it on mobile phones, that's the same. You can't go back on it once you've done it. Once you've gone forward with it, and once you go ahead, that's it. You've made the choice, and that's it. You've done it then for good. You can't do anything about it. I mean, you can update it, if you've got a dongle, like an internet dongle, you can update it and stuff like that and put stuff on it. But other than that, you can't really do it. So, But yeah, Microsoft phones and laptops and stuff like that. If you're going to get a laptop, you want to be looking at Toshiba, Samsung, Sony and HP. They're the best laptops to go for. Mobile phones, if you want a good mobile phone, you're looking at your iPhone 4S, iPhone 5, iPhone 5S, iPhone 6, 6S, 6S Plus, and iPhone 7, which is the latest phone that's out at the moment, and also the iPhone 8 will be coming out very soon. I don't know when, but I'll let you know near the time when it eventually does come out. And also the latest phone that's out, which is a really good phone, is the Samsung Galaxy S8 and S8 Plus. They're brilliant phones as well. You can get them in contract with Sky Mobile, EE, Carphone Warehouse, Vodafone, O2. They all have different prices and they're pretty good phones. And the Samsung Galaxy S8 and S8 Plus, they are absolutely stunning. They're the best phones you can go for. I mean, the prices might be a little bit expensive to start off with on a contract. It might be like anywhere from like £30 to £40 a month to start off with, but then it will go down as more phones get released. So eventually when they invent the Samsung S9 and S9 Plus, the S8 will go down in price on your contract. So your contract will go down in price, like to £30 a month or £25 a month, depending on when they bring the depends on when they bring the S9 and the S9 Plus out, Samsung Galaxy. But yeah, if you're going to buy a Nokia Lumia or a Microsoft phone, you can use them very easily. And just be aware that if you're going to have it repaired, it's going to cost you around £30 to £40 for a new screen putting in if it's water damaged, and they'll have to put some special chemical on it which will reset the screen, and it can also refresh the screen so there's no more damage done to it. And obviously the motherboard will be tested and make sure it's all been, you know, refitted properly and it's all been cleaned out and stuff like that. So that's advice on mobile phones in August 2017 by Scott Stanworth 2017. Thank you, bye.